Thank you, babe. We're gonna do thinning on Sheena, because Sheena is 140 density, so that kind of helps. We shoot, I was gonna say something else before this. Oh, I made another, yeah, I'll get that one in a minute. I made another video on how to thin. So now we're gonna do thinning, but remember, it always is, it's tricky. I'm sorry to say that, because I know that what I learn is not gonna be what you learn, because you don't have 500 pieces of wigs that you do customizations on. It's like, remember I'm talking about the blend of the fibers. You know, some will act different. I mean, you thin them, you'll have to thin it just a little bit different than others, depending on the density, depending on all that stuff. But I will try to cover as much as I can. And then again, I'm not looking at comments, so if I miss something, message me and I'll get back with you. First thing what you should do is you want to detangle your wig completely. No tangles there, nothing. And then you want to put it on a canvas, wig canvas like that, and then you can pin it. So mine is about 22. I'm fine with it without pinning. But if you have smaller one, you want to pin. It comes with little pins, T-pins like that. So what you want to do is you want to pin that, use the pins on the weft, not on the lace. Sometimes it gets stuck to the lace and you don't want that. And then next thing what you're going to do is you're going to grab the top part. It doesn't have to be a lot, but the top row of the wig, you want to get up and you want to pin it up. My love, did you bring the little clip? It's the black clip. No.
It's a clip and it's black.
It's not gonna work. Alright, so it's the one in, it's like the hair clip. There's a pink and black. You can, either would work. Alright, so we're gonna pin it up. And then one video that I shared, I showed one way of me doing the thinning. And then I'm gonna do a combination of that and the nape where it gets really like tangly on this side. I'll show you what needs to be done so that you prevent that. Makes it easier and better too. Thank you. This one is great. All right, so we are going to pull this up, clip it, and now we want to go from the front. I usually do it, I leave the front like this much. I didn't do it before, but I learned that some fibers, you do the cuts on it, and then you can see them. The fibers are like not really listening to you unless you put heat again to bring them down. They kind of go up, like you can see some of those cuts to come up if you hold your scissors the wrong way. So when you start thinning your wig, you want this part, if it's in the front, you want this part to be in the front and the back, the blade is in the back. And I'll show you as much as I can. I will explain, but what I started doing is I grab these first and I put them up, the front ones, because I want to make sure I want to start with the back and see how the fiber reacts to my thinning. And if everything is fine, then I will do these front ones too, which everything will be fine, but just to be careful, right? So now what else I'm going to do is I'm going to get a second row. Let's just say we're going to do a bit of a heavy thinning on her. She's 140 density, which is a little bit too much, and we won't do the whole thing, but I will at least show you this part. So what we do is let's just say, again, the blade here, and then the other side has the, what do you call this part?
Would you always say just teeth on top?
Teeth on top, whatever he said. You trust him, not me on these things.
I was just guessing, so.
No, you
see
did
if I'm
good.
right or not. Okay.
You did good. So we're gonna go and we'll grab, I'll come closer to you. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's nothing, but I want to know how the hair comes out. So let's see. It's pretty blended. So we are really fine with this one. You know, however we want to thin it. So we don't see, do you see I'm holding it? I don't really see the hair come up a lot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab it, and it depends how thick your hair is, your wig is. So I am holding it in the front with the teeth, the blade is in the back, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm leaving that. Also, another way of me doing thinning is, it really helps as well. Since this is really a heavy wig, first I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, but I usually go 1, and then I bring the hair down. You see that? So I bring the hair down already. So that kind of gives me an idea of, okay, I think that's enough for this part. We're gonna move to the second part. So now why we put some of the hair up is because while we cut it, like I said, those little spikes are gonna come up on some wigs, and you're gonna see them, and sometimes it makes it more textured, and that's okay, because your hair is not supposed to be super silky and fancy. It's supposed to have a little bit of a texture to it, a little bit of hair showing on this side, that side. That's okay, it makes it more natural. But when you do thinning you do it all over, even the top one is down there, and then the fiber is one that doesn't blend those small pieces with the rest of the wig, then you're gonna have a bunch of hair coming up, especially when you do lift to your wigs. I highly recommend to add lift before thinning your wig. If you're planning on adding lift to your wig, do that first and then thin your wig. So anyways, we're gonna go to the next one on this. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do 3, you can do 2, depending on how long your hair is. And now we're gonna do, now I'm grabbing in the back. This is still a side, but I'm grabbing it from the back first, which this part I need to be. This part is really, really heavy. But since it's in the back, I'm talking about right here, and it's really, really heavy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, so that it doesn't tangle too, I'm gonna go, look how close I am. And I am doing it with the tip of the scissors, so that it's not doing the like bunch of the snaps. Did I say it right? Mm-hmm. Bunch of snaps at once on the top, but it's doing the bottom. Nobody's gonna see it. It's gonna make your life easier. It's not gonna tangle as much. So again, we're coming to the top. It's not that much hair. We're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing top again. And we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we will, once we're done with this, we're gonna bring the second row that I put up here. Let's do it together. So this guy, and we're gonna do the same thing to this one. But remember, this one is now the front, right? No, the front we still have there, I think, yeah. So this is the second row. We're gonna do the same. Another thing, don't start cutting don't thin from the top. Unless it's this one, when you cut, you don't really see, it blends with it. Some of them don't blend. So when you do it from the top and you add lift to it, they're all gonna come up. Most of these wigs already come with shorter hair on top, but some of them don't come, because when you add lift to them, they're gonna come up like spiky up, they're gonna spike up, and then you'll have to add heat again to bring them down, but then you're gonna lose your lift. So that being said, don't start from here. You always want to start from down here, right? Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, and now we're going to brush it. You get smaller sections. This is very, very important. So this is very matted right now, and you want something that doesn't stretch the fiber. So you're gonna grab your brush, and you're gonna go from the bottom, and you will take all of small little pieces. You will take it all out. So just look from just this much, from this little piece, how much I got, right? And you're gonna do that to each and every section you did thinning on. So much better and lighter. So look, that much. If you don't have this, this is a great brush to have. I always say that. If you don't have it, you don't want to spend money on it, just use the big tooth comb, which I have right here too. I'll show you what to do with this if that's what you have. So you're going to go from the bottom and then go up without stretching the fiber. This much. So you're going to do the whole thing, just what I showed you, but now we're going to come to the back. Oh, after you're done, then you're going to release the top, which will cover every little spikes that you make on your wig. Yes, baby.
Do you ever recommend misting it with water while you're thinning or brushing?
You can. It will also depend. I do on some, I don't do on some. Like on this one, doesn't need anything really. This is a great fiber. But also remember, dyeing can change the fiber texture. They also come in different blend. The different blend of fibers together, Futura fiber or if it's something else. There's another fiber I really like, and I mentioned it before, that we blend with Futura. The brand new ones though, I'm going to explain to you how different these are going to be. You already have some, and you'll probably, when I explain, you'll know, but when we come to them, I'll explain it, you'll understand what I'm saying. So in the back, what we're going to do is, now we're going to take the top section up, right? Maybe this top, because this is still a lot of hair I have to do. And I'll come to you to show you the back. All right, so we're right here. And now what we want to do is we want to prevent the, I think if I come here it's better, but we want to prevent it from tangling in the back, right? So we get the back row right here. You can do two things. You can shave it, and I'll show you how to do that, or you can thin it. I'm going to do it this way so you guys can see it better. So we're putting it on her. And then one thing you can do, you can grab, my love, I need my big scissors, or black scissors. This one could break too. So you could, what makes it tangle so bad in the back is when the hair starts from here and it goes all the way down. There's no layers or nothing to it, so it gets more tangled. Versus if you do this, it helps a lot with the back tangling. So you have two things to do, and I'll show you both. Two ways you can prevent it. So you grab your scissors like that, and you slowly, like I'm not really going cutting a lot of hair, but just like very lightly going down, right? So I'm cutting this much. So what I did is I broke the one hair. Babe, can you explain it better? What did I do right now? Wait, it's a test.
So it's a test for me. It's
yeah.
So right between the nape at the back of the net right there, it's a really thick part. So right in that first 6-inch section going down, she's trimmed that one, so it's kind of removed that layer to remove the total thickness of the hair right by the nape.
That's not what it is.
Gosh dang it. I got some of the words right.
He just probably confused you more.
Sorry.
But what I did is I kind of made layers in between the nape and the end of the wig. So it's not all one string that gets tangly. So that's first. You can, again, you grab it like that and then you go like this. And I'm not cutting a lot. I am lightly going like, kind of like making layers. And it goes all the way down, and that will help you as well. Another thing you can do is you're going to get your thinning shears, which I don't know where mine are. There you go. And you're going to do thinning, but you're going to do thinning like I did on the back, so on the side back. So look, you're grabbing this, and always make sure, I like to do the thinning from this side. So let's just say we put it on. And we know that it's the back. So again, we're going to get our top piece up. There's a lot of hair today here. And then I'm grabbing the bottom. And I'm going crazy on it. Look, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You name it. 100. So now I'm getting another one, but I'm going from the nape again. 1, 2, like very close. You're grabbing it and you're pushing it back. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you go like that with just the back of it again. So now on this side, since this is the side, we still want to be careful, and we want the blade to be to this side in the back and the combs on the other side. Is everything good? You girls are okay with me explaining, or am I confusing you, or is it good? Is it not good? Oh, I can do better.
They'll know more than me.
All right, so we're doing again, returning my blades to the side, which is this side. We still want to be careful, right? I know there's a lot of hair is going to be on top of it. I'm grabbing by the nape first and I'm going up. Now whoever wants Sheena 02, she is already half thinned. And you buy her, if you want to buy her, you just put the one that you thinned, so I don't have to pay for it. And then we come to the back. Now make sure that when you do this little thing in the back, you want to make sure that you can make your wig really, really thin if it's already not a heavy wig. If you do this on a very light wig, you are going to lose a lot of hair, because I am going to lose a lot of hair right here. Let me show you how much hair from just this 3 row I just did, the hard thinning. See how much hair is gonna come out or off, or whatever you call it, girls. All right, I'm getting my brush, girls. It goes better with the hair stuck in it. Oh my my gosh. If I show you how much hair came off of this little piece, you will not believe me. That's why I'm saying be very careful when you do that. It has to be a lot of hair that you're doing that in the back so that your wig does not get super thin. Also, hard thinning can make your, look at that, from just a little piece of this part. But yeah, it will make it easier for you to wear as well, because it's not going to be so thin in the back, and we still have, you see, we still have a lot of hair here. So I'll finish this later, and you know, I hope this helped. I'll finish this one later and put it back, whoever is lucky